So today we will have, hello Eva, we will have a nice class about where the flow brings us, just like in life, right? Yes, at the very beginning when I started teaching, my name is Kata. For those of you who do not know me yet, I'm living currently in Ibiza, but have been living about 6 years in the Netherlands, 3.5 years in Ibiza, 6.5 years in Geneva, and then the rest of the time in Hungary. So born in Switzerland, in Geneva, and then have been all over Europe, as you can hear. So yeah, when I started teaching, I always needed a plan. I always needed a little piece of paper with my notes and my sequence, and I started teaching kids yoga. That was the first thing that I started to do, because my main inspiration to start teaching was that I wanted to help my son to get a bit more grounded, because he was all over the places. And so I had a little sketch and plan also for that class, but obviously with kids it's different. You should be able to go very creative and spontaneous and not have too many strict rules and plans, because it can go in any direction. But then when I started teaching adults, I started teaching Vinyasa flow, Prana Vinyasa flow, and well, it's such an art of yoga. And on the other hand, for me, because I'm a person who is very easily into an intuitive flow and a meditative state, I just needed to be able to combine the rational side and then the intuitive side of my brain. Good morning, Angie. And so that means that, we would go on one leg with one side, do a nice creative sequence, feeling the energies, feeling the flow. And I would just, when we finish that leg, I would be like, oh, what did we do here? I need to do it on the other leg as well. What did I leave out? So it was a lot of, hello Tessa, it was a lot of concentration. And therefore I always needed to have my little note and sequence that I prepared, so that I can really go with that sequence, with one pose after the other, and knowing what I'm doing. But the more I've been teaching, the more I've been gaining experience, obviously. And it's important that we don't stress ourselves out. So if you're a new teacher, obviously it's great that you are using your notes. But the more you gain experience, you start to trust that you know the language, that you know the words of that language. Words would be in that language the asanas, right? The poses. And you know how to sense the rhythm, how to read the energy in a class, in a group, or even like nature around us and virtually in a group. Because yesterday I've been teaching a class and I said to my Hungarian tribe that it's so crazy, but I feel the energy of the group. And it's a total different energy than when I teach the international groups. And I could feel that it was different. So even though we are not in one room together, on an energetical level we are. So as an experienced teacher, you will be able to read the energies of a group and to really settle into the experience and go with the flow, and not having to have so much of notes, but kind of creating in the moment. But that only comes from a place where you are settled inside of you, where you are really in a safe space inside of you. Then inspiration and the rest unfolds without the human part being on top of it, right? And that's the most beautiful part of becoming a teacher, to me, that we are becoming a channel of something greater than the human part. And that every teacher should understand that we are in service, just like priests, they are in service to the divine. And I do believe that what can come through yoga is also from the divine. So we need to be able to step back, the human part that wants to control everything, wants to create the class, wants to take the people on a certain journey because the human part believes I know better what they need, needs to be able to step back and then just be guided to really let magic happen. And when a teacher is able to surrender this way, and obviously it requires trust, it requires experience, it requires that you know, your body knows the language, so you are able to be guided there by that intuitive flow, to guide the rest also there, right? So that's when the real magic happens. And that's when people feel like they have been transported into another state. Right? When a class is very technical and very mind-driven and very controlled by the human part, that magic doesn't really happen. So for me, it's always very important that we offer the class, right? That there is this inner surrender from the part of the teacher. On one hand, I'm leading, I need to be there fully. On the other hand, I'm also able to back off and sense and feel and be the instrument of a greater thing that is happening. So I just filled some space and time, so we gather all together. It seems like we're complete because the number is about the same for a while. So we're gonna start class, guys. And I hope you're all well. And I'm just gonna turn the camera so you see our practice space. And we will get into the flow. We'll close some windows. I hope you hear me well with the music as well. We will have quite some relaxed, chilled music today. And I have a crystal ball that I will use by the end of a practice. And I have my friends here, of course, Shiva, Ganesha. And I might even just do something with these beautiful crystal cards that I'm sometimes using. So to start with, let's just come into a nice, comfortable sitting position. And this is the time when you need to commit to be here, to be present, to be you, and to create space inside of yourself for that meeting with yourself. That's why it's so important that even maybe before you go onto the mat to really practice the physical part, you have to have a few breaths where you're just really consciously releasing some stuff. Right? You need to tell to your mind what is important right now, where is the focus right now, and what is irrelevant, not helpful, and not nourishing right now. So our priority right now is to connect to ourselves, to really dedicate an hour to be with ourselves and exclusively with ourselves. And then taking this time as we go within to explore what all self means. Again, maybe we think we know what's going to happen on our mat. Maybe we have some specific goals that I did say in the announcement of today's class, that we're going to open the shoulders and open the psoas. Right? That's my human focus, because I felt connected to this morning. I did a little self-practice, and even in my bed I woke up with a certain movement that I felt like doing, and it was really just probably my medicine for today. And I thought, wow, that's a great thing to share. Yet these are just tools, right? To get to know ourselves, to discover our bodies, to discover everything that we are, and to open doorways towards awareness of perceiving ourselves in a more accurate way, in a fuller way, each time as we land on our mat. So I would encourage you to always have, besides your regular routine and you know what you want to do on the mat, have a little frame where you say like, here it's like full exploration. Because we want to keep growing, right? We don't just want to repeat what was yesterday and what we have been already doing, because there is so much to discover about ourselves, about our bodies, about our awareness. And you want to have space for that. Same thing would go for your day. You want to have some routines that you know what you're going to do there, and yet you will have to have a little time where it's all open, where Spirit can surprise you, to show you and to guide you into a new place, so that you can keep growing and expanding and deepening your presence and embodiment every day. So just having a few more breaths here, sensing your body. Again, try to sense it in a way that this is something new that we are sensing. It's a new day, the body is new. Maybe my perception is different. Notice what you feel. Noticing sensations in your body. Noticing the breath, maybe some areas that are getting warm or some energy starts to flow because you just bring awareness. And awareness is always guiding the energy. Relaxing our face, releasing our forehead, relaxing our jaw. Allow your jaw to really drop, your tongue to be relaxed in your mouth. And for a moment, connect to this grounding force. Feel how your pelvis is sinking into the earth. And feel how your exhalation is getting longer, deeper, fuller. Taking this time to land here, to arrive, to ground. To soften into yourself. Noticing if there is any inner tension in any area, any muscle that is working really hard right now. And see if you can just soften that. Relaxing your belly. Landing into a space of acceptance, of love, to start our practice with. And sense and feel also, how is it to turn with love towards your body, not with any pressure on the body, right away. Just having a loving, sweet, accepting attitude towards how the body is right now and how you are feeling right now. Connecting to the softness within, connecting to that innocent, pure sweet part within that only wants to be loved and share love. And allowing all harsh parts or engaged parts, tough parts, to just in this moment melt away. And getting one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly. And just breathing some sweet love for ourselves. Breathing softness, breathing warmth or kindness. If love is a too strong word for you, sometimes it can be linked to all kind of experiences. Let's just use kindness. Just breathe kindness into your heart, into your belly. Even into your mind, to be here, accepted, welcomed, without any expectations or pressure that you need to put on yourself. Sometimes even stepping on our mat is full of pressure. You want to achieve something, you want to prove something, you want to activate something. And that pressure can also just take ourselves away from that real connection to the deeper self that reveals itself only in love. And you have very beautiful mystic poets like Rumi, who kept writing and writing about how to connect with the self. And it was all the time through love. Sometimes through soft love, sometimes through ecstatic love. But love is the channel, love is the binding agent. Pressure will not get you closer to your truth. Only love. So let's just have both of our hands coming in front of the heart. And let's just chant 3 Ams together. Nice long inhale. And so, gently opening our eyes. In today's class, we will open areas where we have the tendency to toughen up and put pressure on ourselves, or put the body into a fight mood or flight mood, so that we can really soften in those layers as well, and then connect to ourselves in a relaxed, in soft and loving way, and open ourselves deeper to what is really going on within, to find that sweet soft space inside of ourselves. So slowly just take both of your arms up, and then on the exhalation, taking the hands down. And let's just do this 2 more times. Inhale, both arms up. And then on the exhalation, slowly taking the hands down. The music that I'm going to be playing today, it's from Nadaka. And it's very calm, soothing music. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, slowly taking the hands back to the heart. This time take your left arm in front of the right, the other way around, doesn't matter. And just pull the arm to the side. You can energize the fingertips, awaken the hand with the mudra. And then slowly turning to the other side. Taking the opposite arm across. And again, you can have the mudra, awakening presence. And then let's just circle one more time on each side, circling around the wrist so you can shift. And then to the other side. Have a last breath here, keep lengthening the spine, rooting down throughout your sitting bones. And with a nice long exhale, slowly take both arms back to the center, opening the arms to the side. Energize the fingertips, awaken the heart. And then slowly take the arms behind. And then circle, spiral with the arms. I'm going to show you from the side. And then taking the arms to the front again. And then inhale, we open. Feel how the whole chest opens, but also expand your awareness to 360 degrees around us. The heart field is not just forward or back. It's in all directions. And then taking the arms behind, spiraling the arms. And so it's the Hridaya Mudra Vinyasa from prana flow. Heart opening, shoulder opening. Little movement meditation. Open. And behind. This time, see if you can grab your elbows. And then on an inhale, just lift the heart, lift the chest. Gazing up. And then on the exhalation, slowly take your head down, have a little bow. Inhale again, lift up. And then on the exhale, slowly take down. And then freeing the arms, taking back the hands with palms up. Inhale, open. And then this time, cross the other way around. The way that doesn't feel so easy or natural for you. We always have one preference where the body always goes. And then inhale, lift the heart, the chest. Then on the exhale, slowly have that little deep bow. Feel how you stretch the back of your neck. Inhale, again, lift from the heart. And then on the exhale, slowly bow. Take your chin in to the chest. And then from here, again, freeing the arms. Inhale, open. And then just do this a bit more dynamically. Inhale, open. And then exhale, take it back. Travel through the heart. Inhale, open. And then exhale, take it back. And then one more time, inhale. And taking all the way back the arms, interlace your hands. Lift your heart, your chest. Notice the sensations in the chest, in the heart. Maybe you start to feel a burning flame, a heat at the heart. And let's just chant also one Om here from our heart. Taking a deep breath. Slowly free the arms and then inhale both arms up. And then take the hands down, coming down into all fours. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then on an inhale, just lifting the heart, the chest. On the exhale, slowly round. Inhale, lift the heart, gently press your hands down. And exhale, round. And then from here, the right arm is stretching forward. And then the left leg reaching back. See if you can bend the elbow and then reach even higher up here. Bend your knee and reach even higher up there. Inhale. And then slowly hand down to the heart. Take your knee in. Inhale, open both arm and leg. And exhale, elbow to the knee. And one more time, inhale. Now bend your knee, reach high up. Reaching forward with the heart. Press your left hand down. And maybe you can reach back to get your opposite foot. And this time try to get the opposite foot a tiny bit closer to your bum. So instead of kicking away the foot, try to take it towards your bum. And then gently kick it away. Have a breath here. And then slowly release. Opening the knees to the side, gently coming down into a child's pose. First, reach forward with both arms. Have your forehead landing on the ground. And then take your hands into prayer. Breathe all the way down into the belly. And then breathing out also from the chest, from the belly, setting your whole body free and open through the breath. One more time, breathe down to your roots, all the way down to your toes. And then all the air out through your mouth. From here, slowly coming back up again into all fours. Inhale, lifting the heart, the chest. On the exhale, round. Gently press your hands down, fingertips down. Inhale. And then exhale. From here, this time, start to reach forward with your left arm and your right leg going behind. Find a balance here. Then see if you can just bend the elbow and reach tiny bit higher up. Then bend your knee. See if you can reach tiny bit higher up. Have a breath here. Try to keep the hips leveled. And then from here, slowly take your hand down onto the heart. Keep lifting the heart, the chest. And then from here, slowly taking the elbow to your knee. Hugging it in. Inhale, reach forward and back. And exhale, hugging it in. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. From here, take your knee back. Bend it. See if you can reach back. If not, you can just keep reaching forward. If you would have your foot, try to get the foot towards your buttocks. And still lift the knee, but just get the foot towards the buttocks. Lift the heart, lift the chest. And then from here, gently kick the foot away from you. Keep lifting the heart. Right hand is pressing down. And slowly release. Open the knees to the side, coming down again into child's pose. Arms reaching forward. Long inhale and full exhale. Maybe find that little pulsation here. So every inhale will rise a little bit as if the air in the lungs would make us feel lighter as we receive it, and with the exhale, which is soften down. One more time, long inhale. And then all the air out through your mouth. From here, slowly coming up, curling up, coming into a downward dog. And just walking it out. Release your head, your neck. Maybe move a little bit your head from side to side. Lengthening the spine, pressing the hands down. Rolling those upper arms in. And finding again a certain lightness. Don't effort too much. Notice if you're fighting. Just find a place of well-being that suits you, where you can relax, yet you don't collapse. Last breath here, nice long inhale. And then all the air out. From here, slowly start to walk forward. One foot at a time, come to the top of your mat. As you land here, feel free to bend your knees, grab your elbows, and maybe sway a little bit from side to side. Let your arms be heavy. Release your head, your neck also here. And then slowly grab the arms, elbows the other way around. Then bend the knees slightly more. Take your right hand down to the floor and open the left arm high up. If you can straighten the legs, otherwise keep it slightly bent. Try to keep both hips even. And slowly coming down, take your left arm to the opposite side, next to the right foot. And inhale, open the right arm up. Try to level the hips. And exhale, slowly shift again, right hand next to the left foot, open. Keep lifting the heart, don't let your head hang. Slowly take it down, one more time, inhale. And then exhale. From here, both hands in prayer, touching the earth. Let your head go. Have a moment of deep bow surrender. Feel free to bend your knees. Long full exhale. Imagine all the weight can drop down from your shoulders. And you are free to move in finesse, in grace, in freedom, in lightness, with innocence. All the heavy weight can drop off the shoulders. All the heavy thoughts can drop out of your head. Connecting back to that innocent self within. The one that just wants to be loved and wants to share love. And from here, slowly bend your knees. And then on an inhale, gently gathering the energy, come all the way up the standing. Reach high up to the sky. At the same time, press your feet firmly down. From here, slowly take the right arm back. Your left hand's going to end up on the right elbow. Like you could touch the back of the heart. Left hand is gently pressing it down. Try to keep the elbow close to the body. Press the feet down. Lift the heart. Lengthen the tailbone. And on an inhale, lift higher up. On the exhale, bend your knees. And just slowly coming down halfway. Inhale, come back up. Lift. On the exhale, slowly come down. And slowly free the left arm. Inhale, come back all the way up and shifting. So right elbow, the right hand going to come onto the left elbow. Gently press it down. Try to hug the upper arm in. Hand on the back of the heart. On an inhale, lift the heart, the chest. And then on the exhale, slowly try to sit down. Keep lifting the heart. Inhale, come back up again. Lift. And then exhale down. One more time. Inhale. And then slowly coming down. Free both arms. On an inhale, just with a nice dynamic flow, come up. And exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale. And maybe exhale through your mouth. And another one. Inhale. And then both hands in prayer, slowly come down, all the way down to Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway. Lift your heart, your chest. On the exhale, step back into the Dhamma Dog. Take your feet together. On an inhale, lift your right leg high up. And then exhale, slowly take the foot forward between the hands. Take your left knee down to the floor. On an inhale, just open the front side. Slowly taking both arms up. If you need to, you can take the right foot slightly back towards you. Reach all the way up. Calmly breathing through the nose. And see if you can take again the right hand back to the height. The left hand is coming onto your right elbow, right? So on an inhale, lift the heart, the chest. And then on the exhale, slowly both hands down to the earth. Step back into downward dog. Take your feet together, inhale, the left leg reaches up. Exhale, take the foot forward between the hands. Right knee comes down. Opening the front side. Press your back toes, your back heel backwards. And then from here, inhale, rise. And this time the left arm is extending up. Right hand coming onto the left elbow. Place the hand at the heart. Try to get your right arm closer to your ears. On an inhale, lift the heart again. And then on the exhale, slowly both hands to the earth. Lift your right leg high up as you come forward into standing split. Doesn't matter how high your leg goes. And then take the right foot down. On an inhale, come up to Utkatasana. Let just flow here dynamically. Exhale, slowly take it down. Inhale, coming up. And exhale through your mouth. And then one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back. This time into plank. Slowly lower yourself down. Maybe the knees first. If it's too heavy. Rise for Cobra. Exhale, flow down. And then back into downward dog. Take a deep breath here. Notice how maybe sensations in the shoulders, upper back are changing. Feet coming together. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, take the right foot forward between the hands. Taking your knee down to the earth. And then inhale, both arms up. Lift the heart, the chest. From here, again, extend the right arm high up. Take the left arm under. See if you can make a bound here. If that's too heavy, stick with what we did so far, using your left hand to press the right elbow down. If you can make the bound, great. And then inhale, lift the heart, the chest. And see if you can slowly take the knee off the floor. From here, press your back heel backwards. Lift the front side, lift the heart, lift the chest. Keep pressing the back heel down. Have a breath here. Nice long inhale. And then slowly again, dynamically release. Take your right foot back into plank. Slowly lower down. Rise for Cobra or maybe upward dog. And then on the exhale back into downward dog. Nice long inhale. And full exhale. Release your head and neck. Give it freedom. Feet coming together. Inhale, the left leg is reaching up. Exhale, slowly take the foot down in front of you. Taking the right knee down. And then here, slowly taking your both arms up first. Right, we open. And then from here, let's see if we can take the left hand back at the back of the heart. And the right arm, you can make the bound. Right, maybe there's difference between the two sides. Notice that. You can also just grab your t-shirt or stick to what we did before, pressing the elbow in with the opposite arm. So if you would have your position, then slowly you can pick up your back knee. Gently press your heel backward. Really engage the leg. On an inhale, lift the heart, the chest. Have a fresh breath here. And then on the exhale again, freeing the arms, hands to the earth. Lift your right leg high up. On the exhale, take it down. And then inhale, lift your left leg high up. Let your head go. And step way, way back. Take the knee down on the floor. Inhale, reach up. Lift your heart, your chest. On the exhale, slowly take the hands down. Step back into downward dog. Take your knees down to the earth. Pull your hips back to the heels. Inhale, both hands open. And then exhale, hands in front of the heart. Gently land.
Back into downward dog. From here, lift your left leg high up. And exhale, take the foot forward between the hands. Right knee is coming down. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, hands to the earth. Lift your right leg high up, come into standing split. Exhale, slowly take the foot down. From here, sit down low, and then inhale, come up to chair. And then this time, swing the right arm under the left. Coming into the Garudasana arms. Sit down really nice and low, and then inhale, gathering the energy. Rising up, bandhas active. On the exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, coming up. And then on the exhale, slowly down. Inhale, coming up. And slowly coming down. From here, as we are down halfway, then come up a tiny bit higher, lift your left foot, and then take that left leg behind you, hover it like we would be in Warrior 3, and see if you can take the elbows slightly more forward. On the exhale, try to get the knee and the elbows towards each other. On an inhale, slowly reach forward and back. On the exhale, hugging it in, working on some fascia lines here. And then slowly take the back foot down, turn it out, getting into the warrior position, warrior 1, lift the heart, the chest. On the exhale, slowly let yourself go down. Don't collapse, right? So keep lifting from the core, keep pressing your back foot down, keep lengthening the spine forward as you come all the way down. Have a breath here. Nice long full exhale. And then we're going to turn a quarter to the left and slowly start to move in a serpentine way. Still keeping those elbows together. Still opening the shoulders, maybe draw a full circle. And then from here, coming back towards the front. This time turn into the high lunge. And then inhale, lift the heart, the chest. Press your back heel backwards. Don't close your eyes, you're going to fall. And lift the elbows away from you. At the same time, press your left heel back. And then exhale, free the arms to the side. Inhale, open. And exhale, hands to the earth. Step back into downward dog. Place your knees down to the earth. Let yourself be pulled back to the heels. Inhale, big arm circle. And then exhale slowly. Hands to the earth. Back into downward dog. Have a deep breath here. And full exhale through your mouth. And then from here, step or hop forward to the top of your mat. Coming up halfway, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, flow down. Release your head, your neck. Bend your knees and we go to the opposite side. Inhale, come up to Utkatasana. Maybe you still remember, maybe it all makes sense. Maybe you feel like, I don't know where I'm going. Then just enjoy this explorative journey, right? We said that in your day there has to be a moment when you are exploring new things and exploring yourself, how you feel in those new things. Which part is getting revealed and touched and activated. So coming slower down, this time swing your left arm under the right. And slowly sit down deeper. Body weight going to the heels. On an inhale, gather the energy, rise. You can lift the elbows. Exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, gently come up, gather. And exhale, coming down. And then inhale, coming up. Lift that left knee up. Coming to this halfway hover. Warrior 3 preparation. Stretch your left leg backwards. Spread your toes. Get your elbows to the front. You can have the standing knee bend. And on the exhale, slowly hug the knee to the elbows. Inhale, open. Radiate through the toes. And exhale, hugging it in. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, slowly take the foot down, coming into warrior one leg position. Inhale, lift the heart, the chest. And then on the exhale, with control, coming down. Keep the front knee bent, back leg active. Release your head here. And then slowly from here start to move again from side to side. I think we might have done the two sides, the same side 2 times, unless you did it differently than I did. Then let's just come to the other side, right? Back of the mat. And on an inhale, just place your back heel down. This time this is the right heel. On an inhale, coming up. And then on the exhale, slowly down. Inhale, come up. And then slowly down. And then tuck your back toes under and rise up into the high lunge. Lift the heart, the chest. And slowly from here, free the arms. And find a moment of lightness here. Notice the sensations in the upper body, arms, maybe even all the way along your back. And from here now, swing the right arm under. Hopefully I'm not doing the same thing right now, right? Then inhale, lift. And then let's just sway from side to side. So we're going to come back to the front and do the side that was missing. You see? Stepping forward, and this time step back with your right foot. I messed it up a little bit, but your body probably just is not bothered by it. And then inhale, lift the heart, the chest. And then on the exhale, slowly coming down. On an inhale, lift it up. Keep your back heel backwards. And then from here, gather the elbows in and spread your back leg backwards. And then take the knee in. Inhale, reach forward and back. And exhale back. Hugging it in. Inhale one more time. And exhale, hugging it in. And now place the back heel down. We're just going to have the warrior added to it. Lift the heart. And then on the exhale, keep the belly in. Slowly come down. And slowly start to sway this time to the other side. Right, a little bit of movement, opening the hips, serpentine move, maybe even drawing a full circle. And then coming back towards the front. And then inhale, rise up. And then open the arms to the side. Finding the lightness there. And both hands to the earth. Step back into downward dog. From downward dog, gently open the knees down to the side. Come down into the child's pose. Have a breath here. And the full long exhale throughout your mouth. If you want, you can again put the hands into prayer. Breathe all the way down into the heels, into the pelvis. Inviting opening, relaxation. And again, reconnecting back to that free essence of you. The free, joyful, innocent. In psychology, often they call it the inner child. And then slowly reaching forward with both of your arms. And then from here, just a little waving movement in the spine. Going back. Inhale, gather the energy around. And then going back. One more time. And then from here, slowly come forward. And land on your belly. For a moment, you can open the arms to the side. Hands can turn slightly out. You can press your toes down, if that's available to you. if it's not hurting your back. And then inhale, lift, and then on the exhale, slowly come down. Both hands underneath your forehead, have a little sway with your hips. And then from here, gently lifting the chest again. Take your right lower arm in front of you and then reach back. Instead of getting your left foot, try to get your right foot, so opposite foot. Yes? And again, just try to get that foot down towards the left. Lift the heart, the chest. Maybe you can even roll slightly with your chest open. That should give you like a really interesting stretch here, right, at the psoas. And then the opposite shoulder opens to the side. Just have a breath here. Maybe you feel a little shakiness, a little trembling. It's because we're releasing those deeper tensions. And in that muscle that we call the psoas, that is connecting the upper body to the lower body, it's basically part of the protection of the body, because it's the one that can kind of pull us into contraction. Right? So it's the one that can protect us, but it's also the one that is all the time tense when we are in situations which the mind feels like dangerous. And nowadays there is a lot of danger. I mean, the mind feels that way. Last breath here, nice long inhale. And then slowly start to push the foot away from you. And then lift the heart, the chest a tiny bit more. And maybe you can even lift the knee off the floor. Have a last breath here. And then slowly release. Gently coming down. You can have both hands coming underneath the shoulders, maybe sway a little bit from side to side, circle. Maybe do the same thing with the shoulders, a little release. And then we can go to the other side. So coming up first and get your left lower arm in front of you. Reach back with your right hand to get your left foot and gently press that foot towards the right bum. Trying to get that stretch, the hip flexor area. Again, you can roll it more open, or you can just gaze down. Sometimes you need to look for that angle where you have it, so you can move the foot a little bit away from you, closer to the bum, and try to roll the right shoulder open. And just breathe into it. And then slowly from here, for the end, just gently start to kick the foot away from you. You can just lift the knee off the floor if it's available to you. And again, just breathe here. And all the air out, slowly release. Can have a little Sahasrara Cobra at the end, just freeing our shoulders. It's a little fluid cobra coming up, baby being on the fingertips, coming down with the exhale. Again, inhale, gently rise, loosening the shoulders, loosening those connections to the hip flexors, and then exhale, coming down. And now bend both knees and reach back to get your feet. Gently rising for a bow. Doesn't need to go high up, lifting the heart, the chest. And exhale, slowly release. Rise for Cobra or upward dog. And then on the exhale, into downward dog. And then let your head go. Let your head move from side to side. And then then from here, both feet coming together on an inhale. Let your right leg rise. Exhale, slowly, gently take the foot forward between your hands. Place your left knee down. This time take the right foot tiny bit more to the side. I'm going to show it from the side so you can open the foot to the side. You can have your left hand down to the floor. On an inhale, lift the heart, the chest. Again, aiming for that hip flexor stretch here on this side. You can even be on the fingertips. Gazing up. On the exhale, slowly coming down and bow. Inhale, come up one more time. Open the whole front side. You can tuck your back toes under. Gently press the floor away. And on the exhale, coming down. And one more time, inhale, we lift. And if the knee is not sensitive, if your lower back is okay with that, you can try to first just reach back with the right arm. Right, again, working with this hip and the opposite shoulder, so spiral line. And then try to reach the back foot. And then inhale, we lift the heart, the chest. Maybe on the exhale, you can still come and bow. Don't force it, only if it's available to you. Think about a sweet inner child inside. It only wants to do fun things, nothing forceful. And then on the exhale, slowly coming down. One more time, open. And then on the exhale, slowly come down. Release your foot. Both hands to the earth. Tuck your back toes under. And again, let's just turn a little bit to the side. Just having a little sway from side to side. Release your head, your neck. Let the hips move in a way that is soothing. And then slowly turning back towards the front and step back into a downward dog. Have a breath here, nice long inhale. And then all the air out through your mouth. Feet coming together on an inhale, the left leg slowly rises. And then exhale, gently take the foot down in front of you. Place your right knee down. Take the left foot a bit more to the side. You can keep the back toes under. Left hand gently pushing out the left thigh. You can be on the fingertips in the front or maybe even a block if it's too low. And then from here on an inhale, first just reach back. And then on the exhale, hand can come onto the thigh, lifting the heart, the chest. And then maybe you can just bow a little bit here. On an inhale, open. If your knee is sensitive, you can even tuck the toes under and pick up the knee. And then on the exhale, slowly come and bow. Inhale one more time. Coming up. Open. And then slowly coming down. From here, if your knee is fine, if your lower back is fine, you might journey towards the foot. Left arm reaches back to open first. And if you have the foot, take a deep breath, open, lift. And then on the exhale, bow. If this is too much, just stay here, right? Totally fine. Wherever your body meets joy. And then one more time, inhale. And then on the exhale, slowly coming down. Slowly free it. Tuck your back toes under. Turn the back foot out and prepare to slowly flow from side to side. The other side, between the hips, between the feet. Little Skandasana flow. Then come back here to the front and lift your left leg high up one more time. And take that left shin bone one more time in front of you. And let your right leg slide back. And then inhale. front side. Maybe you can notice that this area that usually in pigeon is quite stiff, the hip flexor, right? Maybe it feels way more open right now. Lifting the heart, the chest. And then slowly from here, lean on that left hip and swing the back leg forward so we can come into Gomukhasana. Yeah, so I'm having the right leg on top. You can have the left leg under. See if this is doable for you in terms of the hips, in terms of the knee, if it's not painful. Otherwise, you can always just do the half of it, extending the bottom leg. And then on an inhale, slowly taking both arms up. Then take your left arm down, left hand down, and see if you can just have your right arm coming from behind. Maybe you can make the bound, maybe you just go for pressing down the elbow, right? Touching the back of the heart, lifting the heart. You can also try to get your shirt and keep pulling the right shoulder down, keep lifting the heart, keep pressing the sitting bones down. Last breath here, nice long inhale. And the full exhale through your mouth, let it free. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, hands in front of the heart. And have a calm moment here. And from here, slowly take both hands behind. Free the legs. Have a little windshield wipers. And then from here, this time, take your right shin bone in front of you. Right, we could swing the left leg back, all the way back. Coming into the pigeon first, and then inhale, lift the heart, the chest. Again, if you want, you can tuck the back toes under, really giving even more stretch to the hip flexor. Lifting the heart, lifting the chest, noticing that maybe it does feel lighter here. And then slowly from here, we lean on that right hip. We swing the back leg forward and coming into Gomukhasana with the left leg on top. Root down through the sitting bones. See if you need to maybe extend the bottom leg. And then from here, taking the left arm up. No? You see how I'm... So right arm up. Right arm down. And then either, so left arm up if you just press on the elbow. But if you go all the way back, then the left arm comes from behind. So taking a breath here, also maybe noticing that one side might be easier. Keep lifting the heart. Keep lengthening the upper arm up. And taking the left shoulder down. Sitting bones rooting down, one more breath. And full exhale through your mouth as you free the arms. And then just a big circle with both arms. And then the hands can come down to the heart. Observing the sensations, maybe some freedom, some spacious quality around the neck, the shoulders. And then slowly take your hands behind you. Free the legs, little windshield wipers. And one knee comes in, the other leg goes out, so it's internal and external rotation. And then lift of the chest can follow it as well. And from here, we're just going to go all the way down onto our back. If you have a block, that would be great, because we could use it. Or maybe like a pillow or anything that elevates you. Just put it down for now and have a little shake of arms and legs. And then place both of your legs down, your arms down for a moment. And just take a nice long inhale. And then drop all control, all intensity, all effort with a deep sigh. Releasing the body to the earth. And the last thing that we will add to our practice today, the last psoas opener and stretcher, will be with the block underneath the sacrum. So just place it under the bony part. And then let's just have our left leg reaching down straight. Flex the toes towards your face. And then pick up your right knee. Lengthen the neck, so no jamming at the shoulder or neck, so really find a place to be. And then gently start to take your right knee in, and then you can slowly take that knee also outwards. You can lift the left arm up, and at the same time keep pressing away with your heel, with your toes. You can even play a little bit with flexing and then pointing. And then slowly you can take your right knee tiny bit even more out. And just really breathe in this whole area. Right, from the inner thigh coming all the way up. And then slowly take the knee in the center. And see if you can maybe grab your foot. And you can also just stretch the leg towards you. It's okay to bend this knee if you need it. Right, so the leg on the floor can be slightly bent. Try to not create tension at the shoulder. And then slowly release. Hug the knee in one more time. And then just have a little move. One knee in, the other knee further away from you. Hands on your knees. And then let's go to the other side. Extend the right leg forward. Flex your toes. Hug the left knee in. Keep activating the right foot, the right leg. Heel pressing away from you. And then slowly start to take that knee tiny bit more to the side. And you should start to feel this nice hip opening, hip flexor opening. And maybe the right arm can stretch above the head. And breathe in here. And then slowly take the knee back to the center. And if you can, try to reach for your toes. And still keep pressing the right heel away from you, even though the knee might be bent. One more breath here. And then slowly release. Get both those knees up, and then a little movement like you would bicycle. And slowly taking the block out, shaking the legs out, shaking your arms out. And then let's just come into a happy baby. That's a nice inversion. The idea here is to get a bit more passive, so it's more the weight of your arms that is gently creating the stretch in the legs. So try to relax your attitude, relax your breath, your face, your arms, so you're not pulling actively. Release the shoulders. Last breath. A nice long full exhale throughout your mouth. And from here, slowly taking the legs back together, cross the right leg over the left, and take both knees down to the left. Right arm can reach above your head or to the right side. You can gaze to the right side. And again, try to breathe into this whole right arm, right shoulder, and the spiral coming across your chest all the way to the left hip. Releasing your back to the earth. And slowly come back to the center, shifting our legs, so open the legs wide, cross the left leg over the right, and take both legs down to the right side. Left arm can reach to the left or above your head. And again, breathe into this whole opening, and at the same time drop your back, the back body into the earth. And then slowly from here, with a nice long inhale, come back to the center. Decross the legs and have a little asymmetric circling. So left hand on the left knee, right hand on the right knee. And circle outwards one by one, massaging your lower back. And then taking our feet down onto the floor together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, lying butterfly. And either having one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly, or just having both arms relaxed. And just receive your breath here. Receiving the breath throughout your nose, and imagine that your breath is nourishing your upper body, the heart, the belly, all the soft parts. And then also going down to the hips, the inner legs. Breathing in kindness, love, and appreciation for yourself, for your body. for the joyful, innocent self that only wants to be loved and share love. And then slowly you can release your legs down, you can relax your arms down as we land into our final Shavasana. Finding the most comfortable sitting position, lying position, resting position. Taking your time to descend into stillness, into complete letting go. You can lie on your side, you can lie on your back or on your belly, whatever feels the most comfortable. And just receive the energies of your practice, receive the opening, receive a new quality inside of you, and a new way of connecting to self. Just exploring, tasting, tasting your own sweetness, your own relaxed presence. And I will give you a little vibration that celebrates everything that you are, your light, invites your joy and your ability to feel safe and happy and accepted as the one that you are. So just receive these vibrations from this beautiful crystal ball. Bringing in the sunshine, the joy, the natural way of being. The innocent playfulness and aliveness. Taking a nice last deep breath here. Receiving it all for you. Absorbing the energies, the blessings of your practice and of the many tools that we have, luckily, to uplift ourselves, to raise our vibration, to help us to connect to our essence. Whether it's the breath, whether it's the yoga poses, or some divine instruments, meditation, chanting. So many tools to connect, to heal, to transform. So slowly finding your way onto your side. And then gently, in your own rhythm, coming up to sitting. And just noticing how you feel after this practice. What all happened in you, how your body feels, how the mind is, how your perception of self is. And then let's just have our hands coming together in front of the heart. And we close our practice with an together. So nice long inhale. And bowing to spirit, bowing to our heart, bowing to the self, the divine, bowing to each other for joining and adding our energy to the circle. Namaste. And so noticing how your body feels. Do you notice any change? Maybe there were some emotions at some moment liberating, or any shakiness liberating. That could be always a sign that we indeed freed up this deep tension that we all carry in some ways. And then hopefully you feel light and bright and open and just at ease. So thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna walk to the screen and check. If you write anything, you can ask, you can share. And then so you will be able to find this practice back here on the page. Right. Hey, Rachel, thank you. Yes, we're in the middle of a movement. So moving houses, packing this one out and getting into the other one. But yeah, this was just great. Great to have a little break and share some yoga with each other. So thank you so much. I hope that you liked it. It was a lot of fascia release in this. So if you have anything to share about it, then don't hold yourself back. Sometimes we can feel really spacious after working with the fascia, that you feel kind of like loosened up within. It's like your
your clothes got looser on you. And it can also be that you feel some emotions coming up. And then I would say, like, just observe for the upcoming few hours also how things are. Hi, Agata, nice to see you as well. So how in the upcoming hours you feel. Yeah, so it's a different. This one was a little bit of a mix of a prana vinyasa and fascia stuff, since I'm really busy with the fascia lately. Yeah, feeling lighter, right? Yes, wonderful. So the fascia is deep connective tissue, and it holds a lot of our emotions and energies, you know. Bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. And yeah, seeing you very, very soon. If any of you wants to join the daily classes, you can still send me a message if you're not in there yet. And yeah, seeing you soon through online yet, because Ibiza seems to be locked towards the tourists until the end of June for sure, most probably July as well. August probably Spanish tourist only. So yeah, it's gonna be fall when we see each other first. Love you all. Take good care. Namaste. Stay bright. Stay sweet. Stay loving.